do you guys think about Honkai Star Rail music? HSR music? Hi, Ellie. Ow, Ellie! Wait, you're gonna expose me! You're gonna expose me in front of everybody. How could you do that to me? Calm down. How could you, Ellie? Exposing me like that. Have you no shame? Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? Okay. Let's turn on some lighting in here. Oh my god, my screen looks a little bright right now. Bear with me. Let me get the chapter up. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I ate as quickly as I could, dude. I'm so full. Hi, Ellie. Hey, chill. Come here. Chill. Okay, let's look up Lord of Mysteries. Oh, look at that. Third one. There's also, wow, that is a harem series. No, we're not reading no harem series. Not on this channel as of right now. Potentially in the future, but not right now. The what day? Won't be here much because it's grenade throwing day today. Why do I look like a shiny Pokemon? I have no idea. I'm kind of glowing. Yeah, I'm glowing right now. I don't know why I'm glowing. Ellie, careful. We are... Oh, wow. We're on the 3rd page of Lord of Mysteries. No harem? Yeah, there's like a harem series recommended on the side. Dude, I forgot what chapter I'm on. I'm 233? What? I know what to do. Oh, 233. Duh. A man cannot be judged by his looks. Right? Yes? I think I got the chapter. Snap, did I scratch my mic? No. You know what I'm thinking of doing? Getting a mic stand. Hey, do you want to go out? What are you doing? Why is it that when I stream, you don't want to hang out? Ah, they're tearing into my skins. They're tearing into my skins. Wait, what? What's going on, dude? Oh, let's pick up the seat a little bit. Hold up. I actually have to keep my phone on me today. One sec. Checking a few group chat messages. Okay. Bear with me. Ooh. Oh, wait. Hold up. Let me go get my protein shake. I left it in the kitchen. One sec. Ellie? How you doing, Ellie? You hanging out with us today? Look at her. Look at her. You're so cute, Ellie. How you doing? How you doing, my girl? How you doing, my girl? Look at my little girl. She's growing up. Ow, wow, 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 wow. Here, come hang out with me. I love you. I love you. Did you like your walk today? Yeah? Okay. Okay, no more stalling. We've been live for 7 minutes. All right, Ellie, you're gonna have to hang out there for a bit. Oh, wait. Hold up. Fix your head a little bit. Why have you been crying today? Oh my goodness. I literally cleaned your eyes yesterday and they were completely fine. Here, get some rest. Oh. That's funny. Her eyes get dirty so easily, dude. Okay. Okay, I got the chapter up. Let me just scoot a little bit over here. Let's pop out this bad boy. We're gonna pop out chat. Then we're gonna drag this here. Dude, you guys joined so quickly, dude. Thank you guys. Notepads. Go to 2:45 today, please. Pretty please. Okay. I'm gonna have to lock in a little bit. No, I can't get there today. 2:45 today, pretty please. That's like, yeah. I had to double check. We are indeed on 2:34. Okay. Oh yeah, the last chapter away was 2:33. Yeah, I wasn't trying to update it. I don't think I can stream for 2 hours today. But the plan is, since I have a slight headache, I might call out tomorrow. So if I call out tomorrow, I'm potentially gonna stream a little bit longer. So we can knock out some Lord of the Mysteries a lot earlier in the day, right? One sec. Let me leave my phone up here so I can see my messages just in case. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we're good. Sorry, my bad. Okay, let's get this over here. Okay, easy. No worries. We'll see. I was gonna stream for like an hour and a half, but the goal is 2 hours. I know, such a short stream today. I know, I'm sorry, but luckily we're gonna read more Lord of Mysteries tomorrow to make up for it. Delete these timestamps. Oh my god, I'm a little low energy, but it's okay. It's okay. You guys ready? Hold up. I think I should put on a shirt. Like, I'm not exposing my nips, right? We're good, right? We're not showing anything. I think I cut a little bit too much off this shirt. Oh my god. I should, unless I keep this hand here, we won't show anything, right? Oh wow. Now I feel insecure. But let's start the recording. Today, on Lord of Mysteries, we will be reading from chapter 234. Look at that, 234. And onwards. Nip slip. There was no. What are you talking about? No, what are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. We just started the recording. Can I save that on stream? I think we're good. Can I save that on the video? We had a slip up? No, we're good. Alright, are you guys ready? Are you guys excited? Oh, my protein. It tastes gross. Hold up. Or was that just me? Okay, we're good. Alright, today, Lord of Mysteries. If this is your first time watching the video, or if you've been watching for a while, please make sure you like the video, comment on the video, share the video, tell your bus driver, tell your neighbor, you know? Our community is ever growing. Easy gonna be conscious the whole stream now. I know, low key. I think I'm gonna have to go put on a sweater right now after a bit. Once it gets hot in here, once the PC is on for a little bit, then we'll put on the sweater. But for now, Lord of Mysteries. Oh, and just quick shout out to our beautiful moderators, our beautiful beautiful people that have joined the membership, and the beautiful people that have been watching the live streams from the very beginning, and all our new people that have been joining in recently. Thank you guys. It means the world to me. I'm excited to do this with you guys. Quick disclaimer, I had to cut my Roselle mustache. I realized I can't grow a mustache no matter how hard I try, dude. Like, I can't even get a full, all I get is a neck beard. That's it. That's all I got. And this Roselle mustache, it wasn't working. Chapter counter? You're right. You're right, Alma. Thank you. We are on 234. Are you guys ready? Excited? Okay, let's go. Sorry. I feel like I've been stalling this intro. Let's go right into it, okay? Okay, hold up. Timestamp. We gotta be good. Hold up. Ellie flipped her thing, and I know she just ripped it. Ellie, can you, like... Are you gonna lay down? Why not? No, it wasn't because I was insecure. Well, I had a slight emergency, but we are a-okay. Yeah, we had a slight emergency, but we're okay. Look at Ellie though, by the way, before we start. What the fuck is playing? Is this even copyrighted music? Okay, no, we're good. Where's the Lord of Mysteries playlist? No, yeah, sorry about that. We had a slight emergency, but we're back and we're good and we're a-okay. And now we can continue Lord of Mysteries. Okay. Okay. Lower my chair a bit. Okay. Timestamp. Fucking shit, man. My desk is so full. I don't have enough space. I am so sorry today. Today has been a little bit hectic, but we're good. We're good. Oh, I almost dropped my bike. No Hollow Knight music. No Hollow Knight Day music. I got you. Hollow Knight. We'll do Hollow Knight music. Oh, here, how about this? Once the Lies of Pete music is done playing, we'll switch over to Hollow Knight. Just for a little bit. That way we can mix it up. Like one day Hollow Knight, one day playlist. Yeah, we'll mix it up. We'll switch back and forth. Okay. Damn, Kemi's playing Lost Ark, huh? I wonder how many hours he's in Lost Ark. I'm kind of curious. I put a little over 100 hours in Lost Ark, and then I kind of just stopped playing. I got to a point in the game where I couldn't keep fucking farming. And then there's a chance, and then there's a chance you can level up. It was such a dumb leveling system. Where's a fucking chance if you level up or not? It's just gotcha mechanics and like an online MMO ARPG. Nah, man, that's crazy. But it was after 100 hours. It was free to play, so who am I to complain? Yeah, that's what stay on. Yeah, that's what stay on it. It's so nice. Okay. Timestamp. 1 minute, 53 seconds. Copy and paste. Chapter 234. Okay. If the music is too loud or too low, I just got more than 10k hours on this account. Whoa, Kemi, that's crazy. Okay. Most of it is just AFKing. Yeah, no, Joe was on Lost Ark. All right, you guys ready? Chapter 234 is called The Night of the Full Moon. Oh, look at that. We're finally getting more on the moon. All right, bet. Okay, we're good right here. It was the same dream divination, but this time Klein saw more. The first scene was still small, dark, squalid room with Ian Wright sleeping soundly on a bunk bed. The second scene was the same sewer they both had gone to. Ian squatted in front of Zariel's mutilated body, reached out with his hand to run the 2 rows of white teeth and remove one of them. The third scene was a busy and noisy street. The passerby were all dressed in plain clothes, some of which could be described as old and tattered. In the middle of the street, there were gardens, lawns surrounded by low chimneys that were puffing out smoke. Ian in his old overcoat and round hat whirly watched as he entered the telegraph office not far from the center of the street. Diagonally across it was a mall entrance to the steam metro. The image quickly turned transparent. Client opened his eyes, tapped his fingers on the edge of the long bronze table, and made a preliminary judgment. From that tooth and the telegram, it seems that Zariel and Ian aren't just a detective duo that found themselves involved in a dangerous situation. They have an organization behind them. Oh. Okay. I should be able to determine where the third scene is. Klein was in no hurry to deeply analyze it, as he didn't want to stay too long above the fog. Leaving the high-backed chair belonging to the fool, he went to a corner, rummaging through the paper bag that he had been placed there previously, and found Mercelots beyond their characteristic. Holding the crimson jelly-like object, Klein... Dude, they've been talking about... Music a bit loud, let's lower it a bit. They've been talking about this jelly-like object for a little bit too long. There has to be more importance behind it. Holding the crimson jelly-like object, Klein sat down again and wrote a new divination statement. The corresponding potion name at... Oh, for the object. As he silently recited the statement, he held onto the beyond characteristics with one hand and a piece of paper with the divination statement in the other hand. With the help of cognition... Oh, I read that so wrong. He fell into a deep sleep, and the great dreamy In the gray, dreamy dream, the ambassador who was dressed to the nines appeared again before Klein with his thin, stubbly face. Holding a bottle of crimson liquid, he said to Mercelot, drink it. Drink this hunter potion and you'll rule the Zamagir gang. Of course, money is also indispensable, as Emperor Roselle once said. A stick in one hand and a carrot in the other. Hunter Backland is a huge metropolitan city. Mercelot frowned and asked curiously, to someone illiterate like him, hunters were associated with the wilderness and animals. The middle-aged ambassador chuckled and said, the biggest city is the largest dark forest. Here, everyone has two identities. One the prey and the other the hunter. That's cool. Even the weakest hunter is a hunter. It's possible for them to harm the strongest prey. Go join this magnificent hunt. The scene shattered and turned into countless specks of light. Klein looked down at the crimson beyond characteristics in his hand and said to himself silently, so it's the hunter potion? Was this Hunter? The scene shattered and turned into countless specks of light. Klein looked down into the crimson beyond characteristics in his hand and said to himself silently, so it's the hunter potion. It's no wonder Mercelot was so good at fighting. He even used a blowpipe to shoot poison darts. I didn't even remember that part of the fight. It's no wonder how he was able to track me here. Oh, because he's a hunter. He was hunting his prey. I get it. However, he doesn't seem to fully understand the essence of being a hunter. He didn't set any traps ahead of time or use any weapons. Dude, that's crazy. He's literally just craving the hunter up in here, dude. He didn't put his advantages to us. This is partly because he didn't know that I'm also Beyonder. One that happens to be a sequence 8. He underestimated me. It's also evident that he only recently consumed the potion. The hunter pathway is both wielded by... Oh, he was sequence 9. No, I know. You know what? Okay, hold up. I don't know. I forgot because I haven't updated all my... Wait, I did update all my pathways. You even know more sequences of the pathway in your notes? I gotta go back. I gotta go back in my notes. I think tomorrow I'm gonna catch up on my notes, dude. At least for volume 1. The hunter pathway is both wielded by the form... I skipped a line. He underestimated me. It's also evident that he only recently consumed the potion. The hunter pathway is both wielded by the former Inch's royal family, the Sardon family, and the Phasic Empire's rulers. The Endelhorn family, as well as the secret organizations, the Iron and Blood Cross Order, which appeared in the past 2 to 3 centuries. Taking into account his attire, the ambassador's identity can essentially be confirmed. A high-ranking diplomat of the Intis Republic and ambassador of the Lowen Kingdom. I wonder what that important item he's trying to get his hands on is. As his mind churned, Klein wrapped himself in his spirituality and began the rapid descent. As soon as he returned to his room, he immediately checked his surroundings vigilantly, but he didn't notice any unusual changings. Phew, Klein let out a silent breath. He felt a bit more confident that he would be able to convene the members of the Terror Club on time tomorrow afternoon. He rummaged through the map of Backland and he had bought on steam locomotive, looking for a telegram office that was along the subway line, one that wasn't far to the middle of the street. There were only a few subway lines in Backland, so Klein quickly identified 3 targets, one in the West Borough, one in St. George Borough, and one at the junction of the East Borough and the Backland Bridge. He recalled how most of the pedestrians in his dream were dressed to determine their socio-economic statuses, and arrived at the final answer, the 3rd spot, the place where the East Borough intersected with the Backland Bridge. Sometimes interpreting a revelation requires a plethora of practical knowledge and the ability to infer. Klein mocked himself, walked to the desk, and added another sentence after the previous statement, adding more to the contents written on the piece of paper. I don't know where Ian is. I haven't seen him since we discovered Zuriel's corpse. However, I learned through my own channels that Ian Wright had appeared at the telegraph office on Bacardi Street. After he finished, Klein didn't fold the piece of paper and put it away, nor did he burn it with his spirituality. Instead, he allowed it to remain spread out on the desk, freely revealing its contents. After giving it a deep look, Klein went back to the bed and took off his clothes to sleep. Outside the tightly closed curtains, the crimson moon peeked out from the layers of the clouds, shining brightly and perfectly. In the house at the Hillston Borough, we changed point of views? Plethora. Oh, I read that wrong. Yeah, a plethora. Like a plethora. It's like a huge amount. I got it. My bad. I don't know. I completely misread that. Thank you, Cami. In a house at Hillston Borough, Forrest didn't sleep with Shio, sat up suddenly and put her hands to her head. Her relatively pretty face was extremely twisted as if she was a devil. Forrest pressed against her ears and constantly tossed about in bed as though she was resisting the illusionary muttering. Sweat trickled down her forehead and veins bulged on the back of her hands. Her body randomly tensed up or rolled. Her originally teasing and languid, pale blue eyes were filled with pain. In the depths of those pupils, countless layers of light and shadow seemed to appear. No force finally couldn't hold it anymore as she sat out of low, tragic cry. Her hand stopped covering her ears and resorted to yanking at her hair. As though she was going to fight pain with pain, after a few minutes of writing, she finally stopped. She released her hands, looked at the handful of slightly curled brown hair, and weakly laughed at herself. I lied to Shio, telling her that the murmurs every full moon don't have much of a negative effect on me. Oh. It is the ravings. Plethora. Am I mispronouncing Richie? Plethora. 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 No, it's plethora. Plethora. With difficulty, Force sat up and looked at the curtain that half covered in the window. Through it, she could see the dream. Is she like a werewolf? Through it, she could see the dreamy crimson, because it's a full moon. Yo, what's up, guys? Yo, thank you guys for joining. Lumina username. What's up, guys? Thank you. It's great. It's getting worse each and every time. Will I lose control? Will I lose control the next time because of this? Force could no longer suppress the weakness that she had buried deep in her heart. She had attempted to separate herself from the bracelet that allowed people to teleport through the spiritual world, but it no longer resulted in the disappearance of the murmurs during. Dude, she has to go to Klein, and like Klein has to teach her the acting method, right? She had tried to take sedatives, had tried chanting the name of the god of steam machinery, had tried ritualistic magic, but it hadn't changed the fact that she was gradually slipping into the abyss. If only I could understand what the murmurs are saying. I wish to die in the know and not be buried clueless. Perhaps I might be able to hear it clearer after advancing to Secret 8, but I've never encountered anyone selling the Trick Master Potion formula. Is that new? Trick Master Potion formula. Forrest looked out the window in the daze as her eyes were dyed red by the moonlight. On Monday morning, Klein... It's almost time for... Oh! Terror Club meeting is coming up. On Monday morning, Klein woke up early from his restless sleep and got out of bed. He went to his desk and began to draw the curtains and open the window to let the light wind into the room. At that moment, he caught sight of the paper on the desk of the corner of her eyes. It was facing the window, maintaining its original spot. However, Klein clearly remembered that before he slept, the piece of paper was facing the chair in the bed. It had flipped over and changed the orientation in the night's sleep. Klein's pupils constricted as he abruptly reached out and pulled the curtain open. He saw the oriel windows were still shut tight, not letting even a waft of wind in. Without any wind, the paper had rotted. The paper had rotated 180 degrees by itself. No, someone came in without me noticing. Klein felt a chill run up his spine and his head. He was shocked that he didn't realize it while sleeping. This meant that he was almost at the mercy of others, as if his life and death depended slowly on the other party's mood and thoughts. Was it a member of the... Oh, it's the guy that was interrogating him. It's the instigator. Sequence 9 Apprentice, Sequence 8 Trickmaster. Okay, yeah. That's the Sequence 8. Yeah, no, for Apprentice. For some reason, I thought she was the... I confused Force and Shio. My bad. To be able to... This has to be the instigator. Was it a member of the military... He's just watching him to see what he does. Was it a member of the military special department? Was it a powerful beyonder sent by the ambassador? From the fact that the paper wasn't returned to its original orientation, it's more likely to be the latter, indicating a certain level of warning. To be able to sneak in like that without a trace, how incredible. Should I thank him for his kindness? No, there must be a reason why he didn't do something that could have been as so conveniently accomplished. They don't want to alarm the members of the military special department who are monitoring the area. Klein couldn't help but think of countless reasons. The reason he wrote those words last night and spread the paper on the desk was to let others see it. He wanted to let the ambassador know that he wanted to know and delay any possible acts of revenge until the matter was over so that he himself could have more time to prepare. However, Klein had expected that the other party would sneak into his room while he was out, and when the surveillance of his house by special military departments would be reduced. This guy's smart. Who knew that the person in question was able to bypass the beyonders around him and quietly enter the bedroom while he was still sleeping? The feeling of having his fate controlled by someone else was extremely uncomfortable. So this is like a third party from the ambassador side, right? It's in... Oh, not instigator, my bad. Instigator is, yeah, my bad. I was thinking of Trissy. I was thinking of, like, Trissy's Pathway. No, it's the interrogator, not the instigator. My bad. A Beyonder who's very powerful or with extremely odd abilities, Klein turned his head and faced away from the oriel window and pulled out a copper penny. Someone sneaked into the room last night. He silently chanted the statement, and with the help of his body's concealment, he flicked the coin. The coin tumbled in the air and fell without exceeding Klein's shoulder height and landed in his open palm. This time, the number faced up. It was a negative result. No one had sneaked into Klein's bedroom last night? The paper wouldn't have turned around for no reason. Could it be sleepwalking? No. I can't even stay awake after the captain invaded my dreams. Klein suddenly frowned and thought of two possibilities. First, the divination was disrupted and resulted in a misleading results. Two, the one who sneaked in was not human. Someone sneaked into this room. For example, Susie wouldn't be someone. She'd be something. Like referring to a dog, right? Shut up. Is it like a Beyonder dog? Well, not a dog, but like... Yeah, okay. Because we know animals can have the traits, right? Just like Susie. So who knows who else? Okay, I like this chapter. Let's keep going, dude. For some reason, for a sec, I forgot who was the real, and I confused the real with Mercelot. But now we're good. For some reason, I forgot who was the dead body. But we're good. We're A-okay. In Chinese, someone deliberately points to humans. Any other race would not use this word. Ah, Susie ain't no thing. I know. My bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect Susie. I know. Because if someone called my Ellie a thing, I would have been mad. It's like, what the fuck you say, bro? Okay, next chapter. Okay. 2:35, let me get that timestamp. Timestamp is 15 minutes and 56 seconds. Dude, my lips are so fucking chapped. Sorry, I'm a little anxious right now. I've been looking at my phone recently. It's kind of monitoring something. Bear with me. One sec. One sec. Bear with me. I'm so sorry. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm so sorry. It's Terror Club time. I know. It's 3 p.m. Sorry. I'm waiting for someone's response. Lampooning time. I'm ready. Let's pour this. Damn, this is a long message. Bear with me. Sorry. Just give me one more minute. I'm just waiting for a message. If he stops before the Terror Club meeting, I'll be fuming. I know. I'm sorry. Today was like no, it's okay. We're not gonna. We don't need to say anything. We don't need to say what we don't need to say, but we're okay. Terror Club asked Mr. Swole's glazing time, but damn man, how long does the message need to be? Damn, they're still typing. Fuck. Now I'm kind of worried. I think my fucking protein expired. Ugh, fuck. Oh, I think my protein powder expired. Oh, they're so fucking gross. Well, we gotta finish this strong. Oh, fuck, that's gross. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Okay. Everything's good right now. They watching your stream? No, it's not that. Nah, it's for something else unrelated. No, it's okay. It doesn't have anything to do with the stream. It's just something IRL. Didn't it expire a long time ago? Maybe. They're stuck trying to remember a word. Blaze Almighty. All right, let's keep going. Oh my god. I really hope we can get through this Terror Club meeting in 45 minutes, cause so you guys don't get mad at me. I'm so sorry, man. Okay, Next chapter. Are you guys ready? Chapter 235 is called The Busy Monday. Oh, we're going to have a busy Terror Club meeting, right? Klein was in no hurry to confirm his general assumptions. He pretended that nothing had happened and turned the page so that it faced him. The information he wrote about Ian Wright was completely true. He was still getting positive answer even if he used divination techniques to confirm. Therefore, he believed that the people under the ambassador's charge would follow the investigation trail and gain something in return. It was unlikely they would have the motion to sneak revenge on him for the time being. Lots of lore. Look at chat when you ask questions. But oh, good luck, Vec. Take care, dude. Yeah, no, come back, bro. No, it's okay. You go do you, dude. If we end stream, the bots will always be here. No, it's okay. Similarly, he would continue to spread the paper out in his desk for the military special department who were monitoring him. It would direct their attention away from him as they shifted their focus to Ian Wright. It would then be a race against the time to find him before the ambassador. This way, Klein would be even safer. It feels like I'm walking on a tightrope. Is this a clown special trick? It feels like I'm walking on a tightrope. Is this a clown special trick? He shook his head in amusement. He opened the Oreo window, hoping to take in the fresh morning air, but there was thick, choking smog outside that made him quietly close the windows. Pressing down the paper with Ian's information with an ink bottle, Klein went to the closet bathroom and quickly washed up. He then picked up the black double-breasted suit on the half-top hat that hung from the rack and walked all the way to the first floor. He had an appointment with lawyer Jurgen, right? Jurgen, for breakfast today. Pulling his black-silver inlet cane from the umbrella stand in the foyer, Klein walked along the edge of the street in a thick fog that provided visibility of no more than 10 meters, 30 feet, until he reached 58 Mink Street. He rang the doorbell of the dark house. As the clanking sound echoed, a black green-eyed cat with a raised tail suddenly appeared in his mouth. I'm over here thinking it's gonna be a human, just like that one lady from SSS. Brody the black cat walked straight to the door. After preparing itself for 2 seconds, it leaped up and grabbed the handle of the door. Then it inevitably fell and twisted the handle with its weight and opened the door. With a creak, the morning window blew in. The door slowly opened. Brody the black cat glanced at Klein haughtily as if what? I've never said this word in my life. What? Haughtily? As it walked to the side. I read that so wrong. Blessings, my goat, the true creator. I didn't even know he was mentioned. What a clever cat. Klein praised as he faced the old lady Doris in her white apron. Is it Doris? Is it the lady in the white apron? Is she the true creator? Is it the damn cat? Doris laughed as her wrinkless ease. It depends on its mood. Most of the time it acts stupid as though it doesn't know what you're talking about. Oh, I've prepared my best bean turnip soup for you. Eat it with bread. Bean turnip soup sounds like something randomly mashed together. Klein smiled. I'm looking forward to it. The lawyer came out of the bathroom. Even at home, regardless if he had just woken up, he was dressed in the nines. His white shirt was ironed and his brownish yellow vest was tightly fitted. The lines of his trousers appeared to be freshly ironed. The contract you wanted is complete. Check to see if there are any omissions. Jurgen's blue eyes swept over. He didn't make small talk as if he went straight to the point. His brown hair was neatly combed back and the sheen from the pomade was unmistaken. All right. Klein leaned his cane, took off his hat and coat, and followed Jurgen to the study of the first floor, where he received a thick contract. He stopped there casually, flipping through it, and the more he read, the more his head hurt. In the end, he only skimmed through the keys clause. I hope that everything that needed is in there, as well as a previously omitted clause, such as the establishment of 3 instances that will determine how much money is to be supplied to Lepard based on his progress. Rather than a lump sum payment of £100, the first instance involves £50. Yes. That way I won't have to go to Backland Bank for the time being and take out the remaining £100 from my anonymous account. What I have on me is enough. Klein closed the document, smiled at Jurgen, and said, I'm satisfied. Your professional skills are better than I imagined. As he said that, he took out 2 one-pound notes that he had prepared. Jurgen took the money, gave Klein the remaining contracts, and sent it to Searstone. If an error is made during the signing, there are 2 extra copies. Remember to shred the remaining contracts when everything is over. The current iteration of shredding machines was a hand-cranked mechanical shredder. Klein was about to nod his head when Mr. Doris suddenly shouted from the dining room, Good lads, it's time for breakfast. My grandmother's hearing has deteriorated. Jurgen explained as he invited Klein with a hand gesture. Klein followed him into the dining room and saw that Miss Doris had scooped out of a spoonful of yellow-green liquid from a black pot and poured it on the corresponding plate. Here, try the bean turnip soup. Here's your bread. Miss Doris smiled and pointed to the suspicious pile of food. Klein looked at Jurgen, who looked even more serious than before. His heart skipped a beat. Forcing himself to sit, Klein broke off pieces of white bread, dipped it into yellow-green soup, and stuffed it into his mouth with the spirit of an adventurer. He was surprised to find that the flavor was actually quite good. The faint, salty taste had a sweet tang to it that stimulated his appetite. It was perfectly brought out the soft, fragrant flavor of the bread. My grandmother, once an excellent cook, Jurgen said casually as he slowly savored his breakfast. Then why do you keep a straight face? I really don't have an appetite watching you eat. Klein lampooned silently before immersing himself into the relaxed and happy feeling brought by the delicacy. After leaving the Jurgens, he made three transfers to Sirard Street and St. George Borough, where he made a formal agreement and paid Leopard of the first 50 pounds. The second sum of 30 pounds would be paid in 2 weeks' time, depending on Leopard's progress. At this point, Klein was left with only 21 pounds and 8 solely. Then he returned to Sherwood Borough and went to the public library to read the Tussock Times of the past years in search of news regarding of the Intis ambassador to the Lowen Kingdom. When it was almost noon, he finally saw the black and white photo and confirmed that it was the one he had seen in his dream divination. Bakerland Jean Madan Klein recited the Intis Republic's ambassador's name silently. He left the library and found a small restaurant for lunch. At 10 minutes to 3, Klein pretended to take a nap. He drew the curtains, took 4 steps in a counterclockwise direction, and arrived above the meeting time. He first divined of the military special department. He had relaxed their surveillances on him and received a positive result. He then wrote a divination statement that he had thought of the morning. The infiltrator from last night. Leaning back in his chair, he muttered the sentence. Klein's eyelids drooped as he fell. His bedroom came into view with a world of illusionary separation and obscurity. At that moment, Klein saw a black shadow squirming in the crack at the bottom of the door. A slender iron-black thread worm drilled its way into the room. A slender iron-black thread worm drilled its way into the room. It arched at the center of the flattened itself, constantly repeating as it proceeded towards the desk. Its movement... What? Wait, leaning back in his... Wait, hold up. Let me reread. I'm already confused. He first divined that the military special department had relaxed their surveillance of him and received a positive result. He then wrote a divination statement that he had thought of the morning. The infiltrator from okay, so it was a worm? The infiltrator from last night. Leaning back in his chair, he muttered the sentence. Klein's eyelids dropped as he fell asleep. His bedroom came into view. I thought this was happening right now, but this was from the night before. His bedroom came into view in a world of illusion, separate and obscurity. At that moment, Klein saw a black shadow squirming in the crack of the bottom of the door. A slender iron-black thread worm drilled its way into the room, its arch at the center, and then flattened itself, constantly repeating it as it proceeded onwards to the desks. Its movements were extremely stiff, as though it had broken down a series of slow motions, making it appear quite odd. The black thread worm crept to the front of the desk and crawled to the top, leaving a trail of quickly evaporating mucus behind. It stopped at the written piece regarding Ian Wright. Its head lifted up in the middle of its body rose, leaving only the tail to support its body. At that moment, it was just like a human. What? I know, I'm sorry they're so late on your end, OG. One sec, let me pause the video. What's up, dude? What's up, guys? I know, look, just like, luckily, I think I'm gonna call out tomorrow. I do have a slight headache. Don't worry, I paused the video, it's okay. Just, I need to hydrate. Damn, it's crazy. I kind of locked in on the reading. What the fuck? I didn't even stumble my words right there. I know. Mic is a bit low. Let me turn it up a bit. So at least for me, this is the earliest I'm able to stream on weekdays. I know, I'm sorry, OG. Like, this is like the only time I'm able to stream on weekdays. It's almost 8 a.m. Oh, shit. Muted? No, we're not muted. Troll, you guys are trolling me, dude. Maybe. No, but I mean, I might call out tomorrow. So, luckily, I should be able to stream a lot earlier. Like maybe not right when I wake up, but I could. Fine for me. Why did it mute? Oh, I don't know. No, you're good. You're good. I don't know what happened. All right. Let me check on Ellie. One sec. You guys want to check on her? Ellie, are you sleeping? Hey, you okay? You tired? Hey, hold up. If she's sleeping, let me see if she wants to sleep with me. Oh, go get some rest. No, I mean I'm good. I'm not at a point where like I need to end stream because of my headache. But yeah, like I'm most likely probably just gonna call out tomorrow. Take a rest day, and then probably stream. Waiting for Stree? Yeah, look, we'll put it up here with us. She can hang out with us today. Here, come on, Ellie. I know you want to hang out here. My fucking arms are sore from the gym, dude. Holy shit. Oh no, I'm exposing my nips. We definitely had oh my god, Ellie, we definitely had a nip slip right there. Here. Ellie, there, just get some rest. Lay down. Hi, almighty Ellie. Look, she's getting ready to lay down. Ellie, are you not gonna lay down? I thought you wanted to sleep here. Wait, hold up. Let me see if she wants to lay down. Lay down. Am I stalling on... Oh, is this the tarot chapter? I know, I'm sorry. Since Ellie looks tired, I kind of just want to... I'm trying to... I don't know. I'm being stingy. I want her to take a nap here. With me. That way it doesn't feel like I'm ignoring her. I know, I'm sorry. Bear with me one sec. Maybe let's fix her collar. I want to make sure it doesn't choke her. Okay, there you go. Now she's good. Okay, now we're back. Ugh. Where are the censorship bars? There. We don't need a censor. Here, just lay down, Ellie. Hello, senior. Hello, seniors. Hey, Ellie. You want to go down? Okay. When the chapter ends, I'll let you out. Okay. Just sit here for a bit. Sit. No. Okay. You don't want to sleep with me? You don't want to sleep right here on my lap? All right. See how it is. Nah, I'm not opening the door now. Now you gotta wait. Nah, now you gotta wait till I finish the chapter. You want to play like that? I'll play like that. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I'm dropping all my shit. She's going back to her spot. All right. Let me reread or continue from right here. The black threadworm crept to the front of the desk and crawled to the top, leaving a trail of quickly evaporating mucus behind. It stopped at the written piece regarding Ian Wright. Its head lifted up in the middle of its body rose, leaving only the trailer to support the body. At this moment, it was just like a human. After examining him for a moment, the black iron threadworm turned the paper around and disappeared back the way it came from. So that was the case. That is so to say that it wasn't the infiltrator didn't want to take revenge on me last night. He simply didn't have the ability to do so. Unless his iron black threadworm is highly venomous, Klein nodded in enlightenment. He then used divination and obtained a confirmation that the Beyonder who manipulated the black iron threadworm had done so under the Ambassador Baker Land's orders. Maybe... I don't know. This wouldn't be a beast tamer. I'm still under the assumption that Seer Pathway will eventually have like a beast tamer, because of the beast tamer that came on the beginning, and maybe this is like a beast tamer using like a worm. I don't know. We'll see. After doing all this, he completely covered the paper bag in the corner with a gray fog and sent a message to the son, Derek. When the hands of the pocket watch were in place, Klein pulled in just as the hangman and the sun at the same time. This week's Terror Club happened as scheduled. Okay, meeting time. The familiar gray fog and blurry human silhouettes appeared. Audrey, who had successfully advanced to Sequinate, half stood up, lifted her skirt, and happily greeted them. Good afternoon, Mr. Fool. Good afternoon, Mr. Hangman. Good afternoon, Mr. Sun. Klein was activated his spirit vision earlier, noticed the change in the surface of the layer of the astral projection in the depths of Miss Justice's ether body. Sequence 8. With the help of the Grey Fox uniqueness, with a chuckle, he said, welcome our Miss Telepathist. Audrey smiled reservedly and said a few words of humility before turning to face the person across her. Mr. Hangman, you should be handing this week's 6 pages. Perhaps when Mr. Fool reads it, he will think of something and share with us a little more of his general knowledge, quote-unquote general knowledge. The corners of her mouth curled up in anticipation. Did a Badoon moment? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Badoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my fellow friends. Oliver nodded and began to produce the 6 pages of Rousseau's diary with Klein's help. Previously, he had thought about consulting the fool about whether he should directly submit the rest of the diary via a sacrifice. However, seeing the fool didn't seem too interested or take the initiative to mention it, he gave up on the idea, and this was in line with his understanding of the fool. Rousseau's diaries had a certain effect of the godlike man, Mr. Fool, but it wasn't that great. He would collect it, but he definitely wasn't in a rush. The 6 pages of the diaries were completed very quickly. As Olger was about to offer it to the fool, who sat at the end of the long bronze table, he suddenly remembered something. He hurriedly said respectfully, "Mr. Fool, I have obtained a piece of information related to the secret order." There was no obstruction of information on the ocean, it just wasn't timely enough. The pirates also value intelligence and often sent people to the colonial islands to exchange information that they had gathered. It was through these channels that Oliver learned something about the secret order. Okay. Very good. Klein nodded his head slightly, give his permission to the hangman to recount what he knew. He didn't stop to the presence of Miss Justice and the son from letting him speak. This would help the former gather more information about the secret order, while the latter understood nothing. At the same time, he allowed the 6-page diary to appear in his hands. The hangman said unhurriedly, "The secret order has some connection with the Intis Republic." The Intis Republic, yes. Emperor Republic was from Intis. The Zara Tool had sought him out in the Terrier? I read that wrong. The capital of Intis, the Secret Order was also involved in the famous incident at Intis. Well, it's not too surprising the Secret Order was still has some connection with the Intis Republic today. After validating the new piece of information with what he knew, Klein confirmed that the information provided by the hangman was true. Just in time, I'm going to deal with the ambassador of the Intis Republic. Klein was in no hurry to read Rousseau's diary. He looked up at the 3 members. Okay, it's meeting time. Let's see what happens. I read that. Hold up. I read a top comment and it said something is bullshit. Okay, let's continue. Timestamp 29 minutes and 07. Oh man, my head. Hold up. Let me let Ellie out. One sec. She wants to go out. I still hate harem. You know what? Hold up. I'm probably gonna make this a video with you guys, or we're probably gonna go through this together. But I found my old anime list. I was like, holy shit! I fucking remembered my old anime list. Ooh, man, I made that shit it's almost been a decade since I made my anime list account. It's a pretty old account. So there's like 400 entries. I'm currently updating all the stuff from the last 2-3 years, but I noticed I've watched a couple harem anime. I've watched a fair bit of harem back in the day. And I'm like, okay, I didn't know that. So I think that'd be fun going through it with you guys. I think some of you guys might be shocked at some anime that I have ranked kind of highly and some that I don't have ranked highly. Can you guys still hear me? I disconnected my mic. Yeah, okay, we're still good. I don't blame you, Miro. Most harem anime I read is no good. Touche. And then some shockingly do it really good. Where's Milos with his 100 girlfriend agenda? Yeah, he's not here right now. Maybe I don't read manga enough. I've read a fair bit of manga. Oh man, my fucking head. One sec. Give me like 30 seconds. Kind of just compose myself. I think I'm gonna take Advil after this chapter. Oh, bad. Woo! And also, bro, I was looking at all the shit that's coming out this year. So many damn video games are coming out. And so many fucking good movies are coming out. I mean, you got like GTA 6. I'm like, that's already a big ass game of it. So you have Monster Hunter. There's like a lot of coming out. You have a freaking new Switch. Hold up. Have you guys seen all the leaks for the Switch 2? I'll be honest, I'm not that excited for the live stream anymore. Because I feel like everything that could be revealed has been revealed. Like, we have specs. We have the models. No, we're good. We're still good for a little bit more. If it hurts taking out, no, it doesn't hurt. I just, you know, like, when you feel it coming, none of us here are buying GTA. I'm buying GTA. Shit, guys, just full disclaimer, man. When GTA 6 comes out, oh, I'm playing GTA 6 for like 3-4 days straight. The plan was to play Re-Metaphor for 3-4 days straight, but for some fucking reason, my PS... Oh, you know, it probably won't even fucking work. Your definition of fun and minor diff? Gonna be like $200? Yeah, it's crazy. I'm pretty sure that game is gonna make like fucking $1 billion day one. Like, there's no shot it doesn't. Okay. Timestamp is up to date. Okay, hold up. Now that this music is playing, we can switch over to some Hollow Knight music. I think the Hollow Knight music will help me kind of relax. Let's load up the music domain. Dirtmouth. You know what? You guys let me know if you'd be interested. When we're done with our read-through, I might stop reading after... I might stop reading once we're done with the Terra Club meeting so I can upload the video quickly. And then I'm gonna rest for like 2-3 hours. And if I'm feeling good, would you guys be down to watch me play Hollow Knight? Because I've been hearing this music so much. And I remember just doing the first boss fight. And I kind of want to play it now. It's either that or I finish a light novel I'm playing. I'm currently playing Witch on the Holy Night on the Switch. So unless you guys want to see me do a light novel, kind of relax, I'll watch you play GTA 6. There we go, bro. So just, wait, hold up. Can I do a poll? Let me just do a poll. Just so I can kind of, how the fuck do I do a poll? No, it's not a guarantee. Maybe. Create a poll. Hold up, just pick this. Hollow Knight or light novel. Which, hold up. Just so I can see. I misspelled that. Ignore the yes or no question. Hey, no, wait, don't answer yes or no. Bro is edging us with a tear. I know, I'm sorry. My head is fucking killing me. I know. A little bit, but no, it's okay. Okay, now we're good. Now we'll continue. Okay, sorry. No, I don't mean to do that, Romero. I apologize. My bad. Chapter 236, after I update this chapter title, is called Eternal Commission? Right? Okay. As Klein's knowledge of mysticism and beyonders depended, as well as experiments with some sort of powers, as well as his experiments with some of the powers of the space above the gray fog, he no longer felt anxious when facing justice, the hangman and the sun. He became less preoccupied with maintaining an enigmatic and unfathomable image, so as to prevent the Terror Club members from keenly noticing his facade. He now knew that although the deities in this world were powerful and bizarre, they were by no means omniscient and omnipotent. This description was something that only the legendary creator of everything could do. Only the city of Silver was still worshipping. The deities had their... So deities aren't omniscient and whatnot, right? Okay. The deities had their limitations, and their deities could also be put in through situations. They were something Klein could now confirm, be it the Book of Storms or the Revelations of the Evernight, they more or less touched upon. Therefore, at the recent Tarot gathering, Klein was constantly buying character traits, slowly shaping himself into a restricted powerhouse who, for some reason, could move freely but was almost a deity. This way, even if he occasionally showed that he didn't understand certain things and occasionally asked for help, it wouldn't arouse the suspicion of the Terror Club members. Okay. Okay. So he doesn't have to keep up the facade. Oh, wait, yeah, not a light novel. I meant visual novel. Inevitable. My bad. Yeah, no, it's a visual novel. Of course, the premise of all that was that through the previous attempts and through the power displayed by his adorer, Ezek, he had undoubtedly embedded the image of a deity-like existence in the minds of Justice, the Hangman, and the Sun. Phew, I hope that this building of character traits will succeed. That way I won't have to worry about not being able to answer their questions in the future. Of course, things that are part of the general knowledge still have to be known, and I shouldn't show fear. Klein tapped the edge of the ancient table and said with a chuckle, I want to issue a mission. Mission? Audrey's ears pricked up slight. So this is her first mission? Okay. Touche, yeah. Even, I'll be honest, I haven't even beaten the Trash Bandicoot collection 1 to 3. I was like, I played this as a kid. Like, this shit is hard, dude. Mission. Audrey's ears pricked up slightly as her eyes widened. She was astonished, expected, and perturbed at the same time. I read that wrong. I'm sorry. She clearly remembered that this was the first time that Mr. Fool had officially issued a mission. Although he had previously made a few requests, they all involved prepaid rewards. It seemed like he had randomly selected missions to confirm that the principle of equal exchange. This time he used the word issue. As a telepathist, Audrey was already very good at reading the hidden meanings behind the words. At the same time, she keenly realized that although the hangman appeared to remain unperturbed, he was actually abnormally tense. As for the Sun, he seemed to be muddle-headed, treating this as a very normal thing. You can choose to accept this or not. With the help of the clown's powers, Klein's tone sounded much more relaxed. Another adorer of mine has arrived in Backland. He wants to finish a matter, but it's not convenient for him to show himself. Another adorer, the hangman. So he's pretending he's an adorer? He's acting like he's... Oh, that makes more sense. So he's acting like, oh... technically he is sealed because he's only sequence 8. So he's technically not even acting. He's kind of telling the truth. So like... Technically, he is a sealed, powerful god, and eventually he will be at a true. He will eventually reach godhood when he reaches sequence 1. So he's technically not acting. No, but I get you. Thank you for clarifying that, Romero. I was kind of confused. Another adorer, the hangman nodded, seemingly in thought. He wasn't surprised at all. In his eyes, for a powerful godlike existence like Mr. Fool, possessing many adorer was a matter of fact. I wonder what the sequence number of Mr. Fool's adorer is. Well, I still owe his previous adorer reward, even though Mr. Fool's reward was paid by Mr. Hangman and he doesn't really care about money. I did pray for help at the time. Furthermore, Rear Admiral Hurricane was killed by his adorer. His adorer would still need some kind of funds for their activities. Audrey thought with some guilt. Frankly speaking, 30,000 gold pounds or a large plantation was an enormous amount of wealth to her, but that alone didn't have any significant effects on her life. It's good having it, but it didn't matter if I didn't. Well, I might feel the pinch a little. Audrey nodded to herself earnestly. As a teenage girl who wasn't considered an adult yet, ignoring the large plantation, she actually didn't have absolute control over the remaining 30,000 pounds. She could only go with her father's arrangements, purchasing some stocks from Backland Munitions Corporations and invested in a company that was attempting to spin off some of the technology into ironclad warships for commercial ships. One sec. close this. Let me find my place before we continue. I forgot where I was. Oh, the amount she ultimately received and could have used as an allowance was only £5,000. However, for fixed annuity had increased by at least £2,000 from its original range of 15,000 to 25,000. Wow, 25,000 pounds? That's a lot. Seeing that Justice and others hadn't spoken, Klein issued the mission. The task he wants to be completed is the assassination of the Intis Republic ambassador to Lowen Kingdom, Bakerland Jean Madan. Assassinate the Intis Republic's ambassador. Audrey lost her composure as she asked in surprise. This would cause conflict between the two countries and might even be an act of war. As a qualified aristocrat lady, her first thought was about international foreign affairs. As for why Mr. Fool didn't do so himself, she found the answer obvious. Which mighty figure would always be helping their subordinates? After the kingdom suffered defeat by the east coast of the Balm, the king didn't personally defeat. Wait. After the kingdom suffered defeat of the east coast of the Balm, the king didn't personally set off. At most, the general would be replaced and the new troops deployed. Rumor has it that His Majesty wanted to set off for the front line, but was stopped by the nobles and the officials. Okay. Olgar was only mildly surprised by the task. His focus was on another matter. Mr. Fool is indeed unable to strongly interfere with the real world. My guess is right. I wonder to what extent can he influence us after establishing our connection? Can he easily take one's life away? Olgar, a little pleased with himself, began to let his thoughts wander. Derek blanked out listening to the conversation. What's the Intis Republic? What's the ambassador? These words sound so strange and Jotun. Klein swept his gaze around and maintained his casual attitude. Which one of us is willing to accept the mission? What kind of reward do you want? I can't convince myself to kill an innocent man for no reason, and it could very well lead to a disaster caused by war. Audrey, who wanted to raise her hand, hesitated. Just then the hangman chuckled and said, I've heard that an ambassador to Bakerland is also an intelligence chief of the Intis Republic in the Kingdoms. He secretly supports bloodshed, planned a number of incidents that destroyed the relationship between the nobility and the rich, and spread rumors to incite the public into standing against the government. He seemed to notice the hesitation of justice, so he described the dark side of Bakerland in detail. Then he added, I'm not sure if the ambassador is a Beyonder, but there are many clues that suggest he may very well be. He has quite a number of Beyonders around him, Beyonders that could under the Intis intelligence web, and this department is influenced by the original royal family and Intis the Saudon family. They're in control of the early sequences of the Hunter pathway. Moreover, the possibility of war between the two countries depends only on whether or not the upper echelons of both sides want to fight. It has nothing to do with the life or death of the diplomat. After the assassination of Emperor Rizal, Intis suffered several great shocks, but ultimately managed to maintain a stable republican system. Because the Saudon family suffered a brutal blow during Rizal's reign, their strength fell tremendously in all aspects. All they could do was accept reality and change their goal to fight for a seat in parliament and secret influence the country's intelligence department and parts of the army. After listening to the information provided by the hangman, the hesitation in Audra's heart disappeared. She gracefully nodded and said, for the past few years, the Phasic Empire has extended rapidly, having defeated the kingdom of the Intis Republic on the Balm East Coast and on the Highlands. As long as we push the blame to them, the higher-ups and the citizens of the Intis Empire, it will be something acceptable and believable. Audrey didn't know much about politics, but with her father being a member of parliament in the House of the Lords, she still knew certain things. Be it the shirking of responsibility and shifting the focus onto the kingdom's international problems, the unpopular northern barbarians were the popular and easiest targets of the nobles and the ministers. Whether they did it or not didn't matter. Of course, more than 100 years ago, the role was played by the Intis and Roselle. After pondering for a few seconds, Audrey looked at the seat of honor, feeling a little perturbed and a little guilty. Mr. Fool, I can attempt to complete this mission, but I cannot guarantee its success. On the one hand, she was going to find her father and confirm the ambassador of Backland was really the head of the Intis intelligence service. On the other hand, she wasn't going to do it herself either. As a spectator or a telepathist, neither one of them was good at combat, and all she could do was gather much information about the ambassador of Backland from high society, and she couldn't delegate the mission. Well, I can get Shion Force to ask Mr. A to do it, or find the host of the other Beyonder circles. I cannot be exposed. Things have to be kept secret, and there might be intelligence agents lurking in those circles. Ah, they might have double. They might have double agents in the circles with Mr. A, so she can't slip up. Okay. I don't know how much money I'll have to pay, but 5,000 pounds might be enough. Audrey was already beginning to think of the subsequent plans. Klein didn't pin the hopes on Sequence 8 Miss Justice to succeed. He nodded and said, what compensation would you like? The formula to the psychiatrist potion, Audrey said before hesitantly adding, as well as the corresponding beyond ingredients. Oh, we can wait until the mission is completed before discussing further. If it doesn't succeed, I'll bear the expenses. I still owe your adore the bounty money. Bounty money. So it was given to Miss Justice 10,000 pounds. That's 5,000. We split it equally. Shrouded in the gray fog, Klein pondered for a few seconds on how much Ambassador Bankling was worth and finally decided that he was definitely more valuable than Rear Admiral Hurricane Quilliga. Sure, Klein replied in a normal tone. At this moment, the hangman Olger added, I'll also accept this mission. The compensation can be determined after the mission is complete. Didn't you return to the sea? Audrey asked in surprise. Just because I'm not in Backland doesn't mean I can't kill Ambassador Bakerland. How? No, so far I'm good. Anyways, so far I'm following Romero, OG. Yeah, no, so far we're good. Didn't you return to the sea? Audrey asked in surprise. Just because I'm not in Backland doesn't mean I can't kill Ambassador Bakerland. Audrey said with a smile without giving any detailed explanations. Derek, oh yeah, what can Derek do? He's like on a different area around the world. He has like no contact to wherever they are. Derek, who was beside him, never had the chance to join in on the conversation. Klein nodded in agreement. Okay. He immediately turned his gaze to the result diary and his, oh, let's go. Result pages. Okay. Wait, what about most YouTube? Red Devil, I always believe in you. Did you understand everything? Most YouTube videos in general. Learning. This junior thinks you need to study the scripture to understand real Riz. Please refer to the graph. Wait, what graph? What are we talking about? I always watch the VODs on 2x, not gonna lie. No, it's okay. Dude, I rewatched my own VODs on like 1.25. Derek, yeah, Derek is confused. He's like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? Let me do my timestamp. What the heck is going on? Chapter 237. You guys see Ellie? So, I'm confused. We have lore now? No, I'm not confused. But this chapter is called Sequence 2? So far, sorry, my voice cracked. So far, the highest sequence we've ever had was Sequence 4. We have yet to get like a high-level sequence. Well, like the new high-level sequence is 4, but it's technically 3 and up, right? But then they renamed it because there aren't that many high sequence beyonders. Ellie's so cute. Yeah, look at her. Look, I'm gonna whistle her. All right, chapter 237 is called Sequence 2. 29th of October, the leader of the Secret Order, Zaratul, visited me once again. He didn't mention anything specific. I'm still thinking he's gonna be Mr. Z. The leader of the Secret Order, Zaratul, visited me once again. He didn't mention anything specific and just casually chatted with me. I wasn't able to guess his true intentions, and seems like he just wanted to strengthen the communication between us and understand each other. I've already met his 2 high sequence beyonders from the church, but I felt that Zaratul was so much more powerful and mysterious than me. So I asked him what sequence number he was without much hope, and in the end, he actually answered me. Oh, Zaratul! He told me that he was Sequence 2 Miracle Invoker. Sequence 2 in the church's categorization, that's the position of an angel, close to that of a deity. He truly is more powerful than the alchemist and arcane scholar that I met before him. Ellie. You want to go out? Go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, this is our first sequence 2. This is the first sequence 2. This is the first, holy shit, this is the first time we've ever met anybody this fucking high up. Oh wait, let me end the poll. End poll. Yes. Okay. Holy night. After I get some rest and upload the video. Okay, so this is Miracle Invoker. A Miracle Invoker. Wait, okay, so if he's a Miracle Invoker, he can invoke miracles upon his followers or believers. Okay, let's see. I've already met 2. What? I skipped the line. I've already met 2 high sequence beyonders from the church, but I felt that Zaratul was much more powerful. Oh, wait. Yeah, he told me that he was a sequence 2 miracle invoker. Sequence 2 in the church's categorization, that's the position of an angel, close to that of a deity. He truly is more powerful than the alchemist and arcane scholar that I met before, but my intuition tells me that Zaratul isn't telling the whole truth. Sequence 2 might just be his former position, or that he is about to advance. Okay, so he's potentially already close to, if not sequence 1. But Miracle Invoker, a master at creating miracles. The name of this position makes one imagination run wild. This is the corresponding sequence 2 of... I knew he was a seer. Oh my god. So my theory on the true... Like, the true... not the secret organization, but like the true secret organization of all secret organizations... is an amalgamation. Wait, no, I lied. The secret order is only seers. Never mind. I was trying to correlate that to the carnival, and thinking the carnival was the true secret organization, and Mr. Z was Mr. Zaratul. No, hold up. My theory is kind of falling apart right here. Never mind. I'll shut up now. Sequence 2 in the Church of Organization. That's the position of an angel close to that of deity. I just reread that. I'm also rereading this. Miracle Invoker, a master at creating miracles. The name of this position makes one imagination run wild. This is a corresponding sequence 2 of a seer, a Miracle Invoker who controls fate. Oh my god. Wait. That means he can naturally repel In's Zung Will, because he's controlling his fate with the quill. When Klein reaches a Miracle Invoker, he can control his fate, and by that, you know, technically cancel out each other's fate, and now they're like at an even playing field. That is amazing. Okay. And I lost my place saying all that. This is the course. I tried probing Zaratul of the miracle refers to the miracle of fate, that the seer pathway is one that slowly understands and grasps fate, so as to control it. Okay. Zaratul ignored the first question. He told me that fate is just one of the parts of a seer pathway, and it's not even in its main focus. Okay. The pathway that truly represents fate is monster. How does that makes zero sense? Badoon, invoke. Sorry, my bad. What? He raised a few examples which were all potion names of the monster. Sequence 7, the lucky. Sequence... Wait, what? Monster sequence 7, the lucky. Sequence 5, the lucky. Sequence 2, Soothsayer, and Sequence 1, Snake of... Whoa, wait, hold up. Too much. There is way too much. Sequence 1, Snake of Mercury. It's also known as the Snake of Fate. Oh, like an Ouroboros. What is an Ouroboros? It's a snake, right? And Ouroboros was the only name I've read as a spoiler for COI, because when I was rereading the summaries, I accidentally read a COI chapter. Like chapter 130 something. Okay, hold up. Yeah, we're getting sequence lore dumps right now. Sequence 5 is the winner. Translation problem. Got it. Thank you, Jin. Welcome back, Vec. We're getting a lot of lore right now. This was the first sequence one I got to know. It hit me right in the face. According to what I know, the monster pathway should be controlled by the life school of thought. This school seems to also have parts of the Apocalypse 3 sequence pathway that propose 3 major divisions: the world of absolute rationality, the world of spirit, and the material world. Yes, it's pretty cool. Zaratul told me that the life school of thought specializes in astromancy, seeking to use medicine, music, light, wine, and fragrance to eliminate past with the unfavorable stars, readings, and fate. They believe that the disasters and diseases are caused by the loss of balance between the man and nature, as well as the balance between man and his own mind. He added meaningfully that the life of school of thought worships the moon. Why worship the moon and not go one step further in Evernight Goddess? The diary took up 2 pages and was clearly copied from both sides of the original. That's a lot of information. Clyde saw in the Heartbeat of Silence. This was also the first time he was learning of Sequence 1 potion name. Snake of Mercury and Snake of Fate really made one feel a pinning for? Similarly, it's my first time learning of a Sequence 2. I now know the corresponding Sequence 2 of Sierra. The name Miracle Invoker sounds pretty good. It contains deep meaning and doesn't sound lowly. Of course, compared to the Soothsayer, it does seem a little inferior. How? Fate is only part of the Seer pathway, and it's not even the main focus. I have to remember this. I should constantly reflect on myself and not end up steering towards fate. It might result in the failure of my acting. Zaratul's words don't seem contradictory. The monster pathway is a real path of fate, so Soothsayer is a Sequence 2. If that's the case, then I already know Sequence 2 in the past. Although he didn't take his eyes off the paper, Klein was seriously considering his own sequence chain. Due to his... Due to his experience in digesting the 2 potions, Seer and Clown, and because he could spy and revere fate, he was able to be a little persistent regarding fate. However, he would still be helpless towards the development of fate. He had slowly been equating the essence of his Beyonder pathway to fate when it has nothing to do with fate. Yeah, hold up. Now I know why you guys are saying Monstrous Peak, because I assume fate has a big role in this series. A lot of pathways have a little control in fate. I assume everything kind of goes back to it. Pining means like obsessing over. Let him be an example. Everyone, no spoilers. Okay, let him be an example. Okay. And because he could spy and revere fate, he was able to be a little persistent regarding fate. However, he was still helpless towards the development of fate. He had slowly been equating the essence of his Beyonder pathway to fate. If it wasn't for this diary, it was very likely that he wouldn't use as a premise to comprehend and act for the subsequent sequences. As for whether or not Zertul was lying, what Klein was certain of was that the monster pathway was definitely the sequence of fate, which was consistent with what he had seen from the confidential information of the Nighthawks and with the potion name he had heard earlier, Soothsayer. What does Soothsayer have to do with fate? Oh, wait, hold up. Thinking out loud. Now that there was a fate... So there's a fate sequence, the Seer pathway was unlikely to be a repeat. So what is a Seer pathway if not fate? This would result in some degree of overlapping, and it would be inconsistent with how each of the current sequences have different characteristics. Therefore, Klein was inclined to believe that Zaratul had said. He was inclined to believe that the fate was only part of the Seer's pathway, not even its main focus. The value of these 2 pages is invaluable to the present me. The Alchemist and Arcane School should be the higher sequences of the same pathway. For results telling, they definitely don't belong to the Sequence 2 and 1. That is to say, they are Sequence 8 and Sequence 3. For the time being, it's impossible to determine which Sequence 4 and which Sequence 3. Klein gathered his thoughts, flipped the diary, and continued reading. As for why the Life of School thought only worshipped the moon and didn't believe in the Evernight Goddess, which symbolized the Crimson Moon, he was unable to ponder too deeply about it due to the lack of information. The 3rd page was a results recount of inventing a practical steam engine. At times he was afraid of suffering crackdowns, and other times afraid that the fruits of his labor would be seized by powerful figures. His words displayed his fear of being persecuted. To think that even Emperor Roselle, who thought of himself as the protagonist of an era, would have such a perturbed. You guys have mentioned that word before. And worried, I know you guys have corrected it and I keep mispronouncing it. Perturbed and worried side to him, the corners of Klein's mouth twitched as he flipped to the 4th page of the diary. 18th of April, Matilda is pregnant. Wasn't it already confirmed that she was pregnant? It's to be expected. Wait, no, I'm thinking of Magoose. It's wrong Wrong pregnant lady. It's to be expected, and I can't even tell you exactly which lovemaking session she conceived in because I fully decrease him in my Beyonder characteristics. Once a conception is successful, my own Beyonder characteristics will follow a mysterious connection, and part of it will be transferred to my child. So, if a Beyonder gets somebody pregnant, or if a Beyonder gets pregnant, the child gets a half sequence. Oh, so maybe the monster kid that was born with a half sequence was like the son of a Beyonder, be it husband or wife, right? Ah. After that, I asked Archbishop Fanestine Wortley. He told me that this is normal phenomenon. For sequence 7 and below, Beyonder characteristics will not be passed on. It literally says it right here. For sequence 7 and below, Beyonder characteristics will not be passed on to the next generation, but it is an absolute. Sequence 6 and 5 were naturally passed on a portion, but it will not affect the parent strength. As for the child, they would be born with a certain Beyonder powers close to that of a sequence 7, but as a result, their pathway is basically fixed. Ah. At high sequences, the inheritance of Beyonder characteristics is something one can control. One can choose to pass down or not. That has something to do with the true creator, right? And Megusa's baby. Maybe because the true creator is like the true fallen creator. That's why the baby had so much control, right? At high sequences, the inheritance, and it's alleged that like, I am presuming that like, anybody of godhood has reached sequence 1 and above. At high sequences, the inheritance of Beyonder characteristics is something one can control. One can choose to pass down. Oh, you can choose to pass it down or not. One can even choose to pass down just a little, a third, half, or all of it. Clearly, Megus got all of it. In other words, the children born for high sequence Beyonders might be born as Beyonders. As for the sequence number, oh my, wait, that makes so much sense. Wasn't Megus sealed the deed with the true creator, right? No, but didn't like in an end, didn't the true creator take control of a person? And then when they did the deed, it was the true creator giving full control to Megusa's baby. This is a property characteristics themselves, not the true creator. Well, no, yes, no. This is a property of the characteristics themselves, not the true creator. Mayo, behave now. Do we see a spoiler? A? He just said A. Wait, no, I didn't see. They can get a part of the sequence, but also so they can choose not to. Why would you choose not to? Oh, to give them a beautiful life without being that of a. Okay, wait, no, yeah, I get why they have the choice to do it or not. In other words, the children born from a high sequence Beyonder might be born as Beyonders. As for the sequence number, it's up to either one of the parents to decide. I wonder if the descendants of the deities are like this as well. After reading the diary, there were only two phrases in Klein's mind: law of Beyonder characteristics indescribability and the law of Beyonder characteristics conservation. Is the law of governing the survival of Beyonder creatures. It's no wonder that some magical animals will reproduce only before they die. It's no wonder there would be the phenomenon of increasing killing and bloodlust after childbirth. The target will be their own race or even their partner. This is to supplement their beyond. Damn, fuck, that's crazy. This is to supplement their Beyonder characteristics. According to this logic, if we trace this all the way back, where did the earliest Beyonder characteristics come from? Produced out of thin air from the creator who created the true creator. Since Miss Justice had already advanced to telepathist, Klein controlled the urge to nod and continue to leaf through the pages. The fifth page was resolved criticisms about how no one could enjoy his pop music and thought that he was making noise, while at the same time he mused how refreshing stories was a common pursuit of different people from different worlds, and the popularity of the novels he plagiarized from the Count of Monte Cristo, allowing the newspaper he founded flourishing. Emperor, is there anything else you haven't done? With a smile, Klein turned to the sixth and final page. 10th of November, I received the great pirate Savigny, solemn and secret in the white maple palace solemn. I hope that he will plunder my opponents of the new sea route and strike the ships of the Faisig, Lowen, and the Faina Potter. And I promise to help in advance way high sequence of Beyonder. The Beyonder pathway of Dark Emperor has names that are as strange as the Demoness pathway. Corruption, confusion, the fallen disorder. Okay, we don't know what sequences, but this is for Dark Emperor, has names that are strange of the demonist pathway. Corruption, confusion, fallen, disorder. However, in order to match the Dark Emperor, they added their own suffixes: Baron of Corruption, Mentor of Confusion, Count of the Fallen, and Prince of Disorder. In order for Savingry to live up to his name, I decided to confer him the title of Count in the court in secret. Savigny has a child named Nast Solomon, and my intuitions tell me that he will dominate the 5 seas in the future. Nast Solomon, the king of the 5 seas, Nast. Nast, who claims to be a descendant of the Solomon Empire, to think that he was born during the Rosal period. Klein was stunned. Since Rosal mentioned the term New Sea Route, Klein had easily determined the corresponding year. It was 1194 and the New Sea Route was discovered and the southern continent was found. Rosal was assassinated in 1198. The diary could only have been written between those 2 years. This also meant that this was about 151 to 154 years ago. If Nast and the king of the 5 seas was the Nast Solomon Rosal had spoken of he's almost 160 years old. Is this due to other reasons or the high sequence of beyonders obtained? And wait, we know of Nast. Oh my god, we know of Nast. Yeah, wait, Nast is like the only pirate I know of that's king of the 5 seas. So he's 100. Rosal had spoken of he's almost 160 years old. Is this due to other reasons or the high sequence of beyonders obtained an extension of the lifespan in the first place? Klein thought seriously. He gathered his thoughts and let the diary disappear from his hands. He then looked at Justin and said, "You are free to trade or communicate now. Mr. Fool has no general knowledge to tell us today." Audrey was slightly disappointed. She turned her gaze to the sun and said, "Can I exchange information related to the dragon from you?" She clearly remembered that Mr. Sun called the spectator pathway the dragon pathway and that he said it originated from the dragon race. "Sure, I don't want the sequence A potion formula for Bard," answered the Sun Derek, who had been silent all this time. Oh, he gets to talk now. The Pirate King? "Sure, I want the sequence A potion formula for Bard." Oh, he does want it. "Sure, I want the sequence A potion formula for Bard," answered the Sun Derek, who had been silent all this while in hesitation. He had wanted to use this in exchange for information on the world where Justice and a Hangman were living, so that he wouldn't always be confounded by what he had heard. However, seeing that his process of digesting the potion was nearing completion, he had made his advancement his top priority. Okay. There has been a lot of lore. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold up. Let me update my timestamps. Dragon of Imagination. So, this might be our last chapter, so I can get some rest. One sec. Oh, my head. Bear with me. Okay. Before we continue reading, I need to look at my phone. Bear with me. Yo, what's up, OG 2.0? I just saw your comment, MMM over SSS. That was a funny comment. Thank you, OG. Okay, timestamp is ready. Mini OG. Why isn't my notes working? Okay, we're good. Okay, so this is probably gonna be the last chapter, so I can update this and rest for like an hour or two. And then if I'm feeling good, I'll probably just play some Hollow Knight. That way, I won't talk as much. But I mean, I'll still have my camera on. I can't believe Pokemon got me Huzz. What does Huzz mean? Look at Lord Discord. Let's see. Let me look at Lord Discord before we read. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Romero. Black Mirror, Baron of Corruption, Mentor of Confusion Disorder, Count of Fallen, Prince of Disorder. Got it. Okay. Awesome. Man, I've been looking at those Switch 2 leaks. That shit's fucking wild, dude. That's crazy. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, you guys ready for the last chapter for today? Alright. Chapter 238 is called Dragon of Imagination. Audrey wasn't surprised by the son's request, since the acting method has proliferated in the City of Silver. Then the amount of time that had been passed, suggesting that it was likely that he had close to the end of his digestion period. Seeking the subsequent potion formula was definitely one of his highest priorities. I wonder how the bard acts, sing poetry every day when encountering combat, dodge to the side and use singing to bring courage and strength to his companions, or perhaps he would first bless himself before charging forward with a hammer or sword raised. I wonder if it will bring about an improvement in his singing ability. If it's possible, then he would definitely be an outstanding singer or an opera singer. Audrey thought with great interest. She purposely didn't express her stance in a hurry, so as to not let the son raise the price again. This wasn't something she learned from her tutor or from the Beyonder gathering she had attended. It was purely a technique she had developed herself after she had advanced to becoming a telepathist. I would try my best to find sequence a potion formula corresponding to the bard pathway, but it won't be today. Are you satisfied with this condition? Audrey said in deliberation before looking at the seat of honor in an ancient table. We can seek Mr. Fool's help too. Bear witness to the disagreement. At that moment, Klein laughed and replied, Miss Justice, perhaps I can provide the light supplement formula for you. Audrey's eyes lit. I can provide the light supplement. Oh my god, I read that wrong. Formula for you. Audrey's eyes lit up as she quickly nodded slightly. No problem. Then what should we do? Then what should I use to exchange with you? I haven't thought of it yet. Klein chuckled and said, don't worry. Perhaps my adorer will require help in certain matters in the future. His thought was very simple. If he allows Miss Justice to obtain the formula of the light supplement in her beyond her circles, then wouldn't the knowledge he had stolen from the eternal blazing sun at the cost of near immolation be for naught? At the very least, it would be a waste of the Terror Club. Alright, I will do my best to help them, Audrey promised happily. Klein pressed his hands together and a yellowish-brown piece of goatskin parchment appeared before him. On it was a formula of the light supplement potion, including the substantive ingredients and their ancient names. Furthermore, they were all translated to Jotun. Main ingredients: of people of brilliance, rock of powder, of dazzling soul, blood of a mirror hedgehog, or the heart of a magma titan. Alright, there's gonna be a water. Supplementary ingredients: nope, a golden-edged sunflower, 3 drops of aconite juice. With a gentle push, the goatskin appeared in front of the sun. Although he could pray to Mr. Fool to recall the formula, even if he forgot it completely, Derek still diligently memorized the formula. It took him quite a while before he said, Miss Justice, we can talk about the dragons? Mr. Fool, I seek your permission to speak with Mr. Sun alone. Audrey quickly raised her hand. She originally believed that the Sun would put the appropriate content of paper on her for her to read, but it would be inconvenient for her to ask questions. She would have to pen her questions and push them back to him. Such a way to communicate with the utterly cumbersome. Speak with him alone. In such a conversation, you probably wouldn't understand what the Sun is saying. Likewise for the Sun. Klein nodded. His voice remained paced. Alright. In the Beyonder circles, Hermes was a language one had to master. Ancient Hermes was something that one could learn and was relatively popular. Jotun, Dragoness, and Elvish were relatively less popular, so few people knew them. The moment that was said, Klein oscillated the hangman, preventing him from seeing or hearing. Aldir had a certain interest in the knowledge of the dragons, but it wasn't enough for him to pay the price of listening, so he kept silent and waited. Seeing that Mr. Fool had made a gesture for them to start talking, the son Derek remained silent for a few seconds, organized his words, and said, the dragons are mortal enemies of the giant king. They all look like magnified lizards, and their entire bodies are covered in scales of different colors. Their 4 limbs are thick and powerful, and their wings are wide enough to drive their giant bodies to flight. They are the rulers of the sky. They have myriad of abilities. Some have the ability to breathe fire, others have the ability to command lightning, bring corrosion, or even creating frost. But these are not mainstream among the dragons. The dragons of the mind occupies the greatest number of dragons of the dragon kin Ankwelt. As a representative, the Beyonder pathway that stems from the dragon of the mind is a spectator. In the City of Silver, we typically call it the Dragon Pathway. With regards to similar traits, Derek had innately prepared to regulate the historical text, but upon discovering that Miss Justice and Mr. Hangman didn't seem to share the same word, He gradually realized that the valley was widely known in history of silver, thus he only talked about dragons this time and spoke nothing of giants, elves, mutants, phoenixes, vampires, etc. The King of Dragons Ink Welt. This aligns with the records of the church. Audrey nodded slightly, politely refraining from interrupting the son's narration. Okay. Oh man, we're good. Oh, my eyes are failing me. No, I'm good. I'm good. Slight headache. Easy. No, it was just like you know when you get lightheaded? I don't know. It's so weird. Yeah, this is probably gonna be my last chapter. But you know when you're just like, when you get vertigo for a sec, me looking at chat while also typing lore in lore Discord. You guys are quick. No, but we're good. We're good. It passed. I need to hydrate. Bear with me 1 sec. Wow. That was so weird, dude. I'm definitely taking medicine right now. Yeah, I'm gonna rest for like a few hours, take a little nap. No, I know. I'm gonna sleep after this chapter. It's okay. Okay, so let's continue. The Kings of Dragon Inkwut then aligns with the records of the church. Audrey nodded slightly, politely refraining from interrupting the son's narration. Derek recalled the contents of his textbooks and said, back then the most powerful, most terrifying dragon was the Dragon King Inkwut, also known as the Dragon of Imagination. Apart from it, his son Alzuhud blanketed the sky as well, overlooking the famous powerful figures across the land of sea. Its name was the Dragon of Nightmare. Oh. Dunsmith was Nightmare. Regarding the Dragon of Imagination, Inkwut, there was a legend that whatever he imagined would manifest. The kingdom he imagined would definitely descend upon the material world. The future, it declares, would definitely play out and become reality. This client suddenly frowned as if it wasn't the fact that just as Audrey was focusing on listening to the sun, she definitely would have noticed his abnormality even if he was covered by the thick gray fog. The description made him think of sealed artifact 008. Oh, the quill. A declared future would definitely play out. They share similar characteristics. Klein leaned back into his chair. He looked relaxed, but in fact, he was even more focused. Dragon of Imagination, how cool. That's the mark of a deity. Audrey's eyes lit up when she heard him, filled with excitement and anticipation. Derek paused for a few seconds before continuing. Its son, Dragon of Nightmare, Alzurhud, is similarly terrifying. It can control the hearts of every living creature and make them act according to his will. All these living creatures will find it hard to sense it, believing that their actions were of their own will. It would also fabricate real nightmares into reality, causing many living creatures to unknowingly participate in them. Wait, let me read this. It will also fabricate real nightmares into reality, causing many living creatures to unknowingly participate in them. It would then give them the cruelest and shocking ends. Legend has it that it especially loved mischief, that it would let a prince kiss a princess to wake her up, but then the princes had already mostly rotten away. It will make ordinary girls wear dancing shoes and dance in front of the prince, but find themselves unable to do so until their deaths. It will create all kinds of coincidences and push the fates of many living creatures towards tragedy. All kinds of coincidence. This sounds even more like a zero artifact 008. Of course, I don't know much about sealed artifact. Klein resisted the urge to stroke his chin as he made himself look like a mutable ancient well. What a vile dragon. However, its abilities are very interesting, Audrey said, half sighing, half excited. Is this the future of the spectator pathway? No, I have to call it the dragon pathway. I don't want to switch to another sequence. Audrey wished that she could immediately become a Sequence 7 psychiatrist and continue her rapid advancement. The son, Derek, answered sincerely. It has to be 2,000 or 3,000 years since the history of dragons and the Giant King. Everything I know comes from textbooks and legends, so there is no guarantee I'll authenticity. At least her history remains intact. Audrey was in a good mood, and then the creator awoke, and the dragon of imagination, the dragon of nightmare, and the other famous dragons fell from the sky, losing everything, including their lives. This resulted in the lack of sunlight for 49 days, causing countless volcanoes to erupt, as well as tides that drowned everything. And after the dragons declined, they could only hide away in various dangerous areas. So potentially they aren't extinct. Beware of redacted. Later on, the giant king was this. Thank you for the redacted part, Bullseye. Make nightmare come true, basically. Oh, thank you, Mail. Okay. And most of them are beyond or related nightmares. So it's like they're able to put nightmares into reality? No, we haven't gotten the Dragon of Nightmare, right? The creator really was him? Yeah, he's kind of scary, dude. Later on, the giant king was destroyed by the creator as well, Derek said in a heavy tone. This is different from the history I know. Wasn't it that the Lord of Storms, Eternal Blazing Sun, and the God of Knowledge and Wisdom who led humanity to defeat the dragons, giants, and kill their kings? Audrey felt confused, so it's like different history. As though time and history were somehow... Oh, wait, this is a hint. Audrey felt confused as though time and history were somehow out of place. Okay, let's think this through. Derek isn't from the present time. I think I know what's happening because history isn't adding up, right? Okay, oh, you're gonna slumber, OG? Oh no, it's okay. We're gonna end right now. No, wait, hold up. Potentially, wow, my voice cracked. Just to clarify, creator does not equal true creator. Oh. Thank you, Romero. Just to clarify, creator does not equal... Okay, true creator and, like, the creator are different, right? When they say the creator and then when they say the true creator or, like, the fallen creator. Bro's cooking? So, potentially, because Klein has been able to, like... Remember how we saw a premonition of Trissy before it happened? Maybe when he summoned Derek, Derek is from either a completely different time period or from a completely different world. And that's probably why the names aren't adding up and the history isn't adding up. Ah, oh my god. Not only that, what if fucking Klein is able to bring in Roselle himself before his death? Oh, and remember, don't say name, don't mention him, don't even think of him, he'll know. Wait, is that a spoiler? I don't even know what spoiler, but we won't read it, just in case. No. Oh, you're talking about the omniscient, so there's like the omniscient creator, true creator, fallen creator, and then like the creator. There's a lot going on. There is like, the more I read, the more questions I have and the less answers I have. But this is hype. I don't know what we deleted in case it was spoiler, but it's okay. I don't know what I don't know what creator we are talking about, so it is okay. I have way too many questions for this series. The more I read, I get so confused. Oh my goodness. This is different from the history I know. Wasn't it? Yeah, I just read this. Klein was also puzzled by this and felt that the true history was riddled with mysteries, especially as it was from the second epoch, a time of more ancient history. Most of the legends recorded in the Church of Ancient Texts should be fake, but the history of the City of Silver cannot be completely believed. What would real history be like? He gathered his thoughts, smiled, and asked, "Is the exchange over?" "That's all I know," Derek replied in shame. He felt that the information he had provided didn't match the value of the light supplement potion formula. Audrey quickly drew a breath as the corners of her mouth curved upwards. "I'm very satisfied. I know my future direction," she added happily in her mind. After a few more exchanges, Klein announced the end of the week's Terror Club. After sending off Miss Justice and the others, he didn't linger any longer and quickly returned to his bedroom to reduce the risk of being discovered by others. Oh, change of point of view. In the Emperor's Borough, the opulent villa of Count Hall, Audrey happily paced back and forth, planning to reward Susie with a few doctories. Just then, she heard a knock on... Can she knock on the door? Just then, she heard a knock on the door. From the sound of her footsteps in the gate, she could tell that it was her it's her personal maid, Annie. "Come in." Audrey looked in the mirror, smoothed her hair, and straightened her back. Annie came in with a piece of paper and smiled. "Miss, a telegram came for you in the Southern Continent." "Southern Continent, Alfred." Was this Batman? Southern Continent, Alfred. Audrey suddenly thought of her elder brother. Took the paper in delight and examined it closely. Oh, because he's gonna get the second salamander piece for Susie. I got you the salamander piece, right? It was indeed from the second older brother, Alfred Hall. He has sent a telegram from the east coast of the Balaman Empire, and it read, I knew it. Oh my, no fucking shot. Susie is about to advance to telepathist. I found the rainbow salamander you wanted. 2 in total. Please await its delivery, but I don't need it anymore. Audrey Foes blinked and turned her head sharply to Susie. The large golden retriever wagged her tail with a stupefied expression. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh, this is hype. This is sick, dude. This is so cool. No way, Susie is about to advance. That was a good chapter. I liked it. Guys, wait. I just realized we didn't update our chapter title for 2 chapters. No, for 1 chapter. That's cool. Alright. When your dog has higher sequence than Miss Beyonders, that's so funny. Literally, Susie is going to be higher sequence than most of them at the end of the series. I already know it. Well, you know what? That was a pretty good chapter. Well, we're going to end it right there. I'm going to go get some rest. I need to go take a nap. I'm kind of feeling under the weather right now. But luckily, we should be able to stream a lot earlier tomorrow if we're able to make it. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see and you want to see me more, make sure you like, comment, sub, and I will see you all next time. Peace, and have a beautiful day. Look at the Lord Discord. Oh, wait, yes. We will look at the Lord Discord. And thank you for everybody that's been tuning in the streams. We have like 25 plus people. We've been having like 25 plus people concurrently for a while. And it's a lot. The names don't match because there's... Yeah, I assume because they're speaking different... Because they're speaking different languages, there's like... They're mixing things up, right? Derek is speaking a language that would later transform into later transformation into a modern form of Jotun used today. Get well soon, easy. I'll thank you guys. That's right. I'll see you guys soon tomorrow, okay? Have a good day, guys. Have a good day or night, okay? Peace! And have a beautiful day. All right, guys. Thank you. All right, we're going to end stream, okay? Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for watching the stream, man. Go to sleep? Yeah, no, we're going to some rest. I'm not going to sleep because then I'm going to ruin my sleeping schedule. So I'm going to just take like a... I'm going to go get some medicine and I'm going to take a nap for like an hour or 2 and then see how I feel. Yeah, I don't want to sleep. I don't want to complete. We still live chat? Yeah. Like, I don't want to completely sleep in because it might ruin my schedule. But I'm going to end stream now, okay? Later, guys. Peace. I'll see you guys maybe in a little bit for some Hollow Knight if I feel better. Lord Discord? Yeah. Oh, wait. Let me look it up. Make imagination real. Dragon of imagination power. Ankle it. Oh, wait. When Beyonder... Wait. When Beyonder's low sequence characteristics don't transfer at conception... When Beyonders mixed sequence, a small amount transfer doesn't affect the power of a Beyonder characteristics. When Beyonder high sequence, they can choose how much to transfer to the baby. Dragons have conflicts with dragons. Dragon King equals Anklet, Dragon of Imagination. Dragon Pathway is Spectator Pathway. Make imagination real. Dragons of Imagination power. Anklet. Dragon of Nightmare. Oh, there was so there was a Dragon of Imagination and a Dragon of Nightmare. Got it. I was live adding lore. Please. Thank you, Romero. Thank you, dude. I know. I have to go back in my notes. I'm gonna do it off stream. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some rest. Oh, maybe while I'm taking medicine, I'm gonna lay down in bed. I'm gonna see if I can update my notes like from my phone. All right, guys. I'm gonna let you go though. Okay. Thank you. I can't find the end stream button.